Most guys think that they need to be genetically gifted to develop a sick physique, that they need a stroke of luck to develop the life that they actually want to live. That isn't true. You do not need the best genetics. You need a system that actually works. That is why I made the Built Not Born blueprint, to help you achieve just that. So this program is for guys that are fed up of being in the same position, stuck, not liking who they see in the mirror, stuck with their life, stuck with their routine. They feel like they're capable of so much more. They throw on big baggy hoodies to hide their physique. They don't take their top off on summer holidays. They, when alone, feel like they are invisible. They lack presence, they lack control, they lack direction, and they end up feeling that they're just wasting time, letting days pass, not seeing any progress in any meaningful direction in months and years, just doing what they need to do. But that's not a life. That's just letting life go by, not actually experiencing it. So, Built Not Born is for you. It's for the guys that feel like they are capable of more, that know that they want more, that know they have been suppressing themselves, that they've not been taking action towards the man they want to become. This is how I felt, and this is the blueprint I've put together, and this is the blueprint I use with my clients. So, phase 1 of the Built Not Born blueprint is kill the boy. This is the shock phase. Straight away, we are getting into things. You do not need balance, you need baptism by discomfort. In this phase, the outcome is burn away weakness. You'll build ironclad discipline. Confidence through the roof daily surfacing. Meaning that you're no longer second guessing yourself. You're no longer worrying about what you should be doing. You're no longer feeling guilty about the things you shouldn't be doing. Sharper sleep, clearer thoughts. So tiring being stuck in your own head, the vices and distracting yourself when you know that you are capable of more. This is where excuses die. Starting the systems, building the habits, building the routines, understanding the processes that you need to then develop the life that you want. Phase 2 is build the soldier. The structure phase. Everything you've learned in phase 1 is now becoming automated. We have hammered the basics. You've stopped being a clown. Now you're building rhythm. The outcome from this phase is physical strength becomes visible. You start to look better. Your physique starts to develop. You start to see the changes in the mirror. Mental clarity turns into identity. We are aligning everything. We are meeting alignment where your identity and your actions are aligned, moving towards a single purpose. You remove softness from your circles, dropping the bad influences, dropping the friends that are the bad influences, dropping the vices, stopping addictions. Your comfort, fears, and win in public. This is where other people start to see that you're becoming someone, that you are making steps towards betterment. Your body becomes a suit of armour. Truthfully, I think the best outfit is a good physique. Being able to fucking rock whatever clothes you want, being able to rock a tank top, I think, is the most sick outfit. Because it's hard to rock a tank top. You need to have a good physique to rock a tank top. So, this is where we fucking build. Everything that, again, you have learnt, your routine, your habits are starting to shape, and you're getting the outcomes from what you have been putting in. Phase 3, lead the man, the direction phase. Now you are dangerous. Now you lead. Unshakable routines. This is where the stuff at the start that felt hard, that felt unfamiliar, is now just in complete flow. You no longer have gym anxiety because you know exactly what you're doing. You're no longer unsure about nutrition because you nail your nutrition every single day. You are in an awesome spot with the routine. Career, graft, or on a mission aligned. This is really where we are focusing down on more of the personal stuff, more of the stuff that you actually want to achieve. Because we no longer have to spend as much time and effort learning about the basics. That shit is on lock. Now you can expand your mind and put it to other uses. You mentor others. This is really important. The rule of 33. You spend 33% of your time with people better than you that you want to get up to their level in whatever facet of life, whether it's fitness, whether it's business, whether it's career. You spend 33% with your peers, people on the same level as you. My other fitness clients, your mates discussing ideas, whatever it may be. And 33% of the time, you are then helping others come up to your level, whether that is helping people in your family, your friends, learn about nutrition, fuel them on, educate them on what you're eating, what you've been doing, helping others get to where you've become. You document, you lead, and you attack. If you can document the process, that gives you a whole other level of confidence, understanding, and being confident to put yourself out there, because you're no longer second guessing yourself, because you look sick and you can act religiously without second guessing yourself, without worrying about what judgment feels like, because you know you are your authentic self. You do not chase approval, it comes to you because other people recognize you are hustling. You are on a mission. You are aligned. That is incredibly powerful. Not seeking approval, just being you, focusing on your goals and becoming the man that you want to become. The ascent, so the outcome. At the end of those 3 phases, a solo day of silence and reflection. You will write, who was I? What was your starting position? Who I became over the last 3 phases. What's next? What's the bigger, grander goal? Now that you've found the systems, now that you've moved through a process, now that you back yourself and believe in yourself, and you've removed all those negative actions, negative thoughts, self-doubt, what's big goals? You'll celebrate with presence, not distraction. And by now, you'll have ditched all vices. No porn, no binge drinking, no skipping workouts, no 0 days where you do fuck all. That doesn't mean that you work out every single day. That means that every day you live with intention. Discipline is who you are. This is the outcome. This is what we want. This is really is built, or the meaning of built, not born. You've gone through the changes, the process of changes. So, really, this program is for 3 types of guys. They fall into quite a specific category, right? So, are you one of these 3 guys? You've tried but nothing stuck. You've tried everything, following generic plans, working hard, working harder, but nothing ever sticks. You know that you're capable of more, but without the right guidance, it feels like you're always just spinning your wheels. You need help to remove uncertainty and confusion, to give you structure, accountability, and clarity, to actually see the results that you deserve. That is what we will do. We will show you the why behind every step, so that you trust every step. You feel confident in the process and start to see that transformation. You know the reasoning, the rationale behind everything. The second, seeing results but stuck in a plateau. Sucks to be there. You've made progress, but it's not at the level you wanted. You train hard, but you feel like you're running into a wall. That plateau is messing with your confidence, and you know deep down that you're missing the right guidance. You are stuck doing the same things that isn't moving the needle. Well, I can teach you how to break through it with clear direction and to help you track every step, fine tuning as you go. You'll have the plan, the knowledge, and the consistency to make progress that sticks constantly. I've studied these blueprints for success so that you don't have to. You don't have to waste the time. You don't have to make the mistakes. You can just get the straight results. And finally, lack accountability to break through limits. You're hitting the gym, but what's happening outside the gym is what's holding you back. You've got the knowledge, but without the right accountability and lifestyle habits, you're not seeing the results you know you're capable of. It's frustrating when you're coasting, and deep down, your progress isn't where it should be. I can give you proven results with clear guidance to break through. No more guesswork. You'll have the structure, support, and mindset to smash through limits and transform your body, your confidence, and your lifestyle. This is the 3 types of guys that I work with. You will fall into one of these 3. Which one resonates most with you? So, the Built Not Born blueprint is a clear 3-phased roadmap where you first kill the boy. This is where we do the groundwork. We master the basics. We really hit the basics hard until the penny drops. From there, we elevate. We build the soldier. We work in routine. We work in refinement. We start implementing slightly more intermediate techniques, slightly more intermediate routines and habits, and the way that we execute the gym workouts gets a wee bit more advanced, and lead the man. This is where everything is now automated. We are seeing results. Everything just happens without thinking about it. The routine is there and the results are flowing in because it's no longer like trying to climb up a straight brick wall. You are just on flow. I like to think of it as like a snowball effect. At the start, yes. Learning the basics, putting a wee bit of effort in to get that snowball rolling. But once it's moving and you start going through the phases and you start to push, the snowball builds its own momentum. And at one point, you don't even have to push the ball. The momentum is carrying it itself. That is exactly where we want to be. Because, well, an object that is in motion stays in motion. An object that's still tends to stay still. So which one are you going to be? Are you going to be one that stays in motion? Or are you going to be one that stays exactly where you are currently? So, the mindset loophole that most guys get themselves trapped in. So, this is where people tend to fail. And it's literally because of this trap. This is where most people get lost. So, tasks feel overwhelming, which means you don't do anything. Brain then triggers discomfort because it's overwhelming. And that then creates avoidance. That avoidance then makes you guilty because you know you should be doing that thing. And then you just live in a cycle of that, where you avoid, you feel guilty, your brain then resets, you avoid, and then you feel guilty. So Built Not Born helps you break that loop by force. So no mindset fluff, just action. Because the loophole to get around this is action dissolves resistance. When you actually just take that action, you are no longer feeling guilty for avoidance. You are just doing it. You are building momentum. Clarity comes from movement, not thoughts. It's very hard to think your way into positive thinking. You need to act your way into positive thinking because action is key. So start before you are ready. That's the cheat code. Do not let it go any longer. There is no time that is going to work. There is no time that you are going to be extremely motivated. There's no ideal situation. There is just start working. Because really, no plan meets first contact without failure. There is always going to be a hurdle. There is always going to be a roadblock. but it's about finding that way around the roadblock instead of just giving up. It's about keeping that momentum going without running into avoidance and guilt again because something is in the way. It's about finding and fighting through the hard times so that you can prove to yourself that you're the man that you're supposed to be. So, what do you get inside the Built Not Born? The software platforms that we will use as daily task trackers, weekly reflection updates, progress, photos and metrics, training and nutrition logs, and power streak trackers, all located within my software, within my apps, within my systems, right? So that you can really see the progress that is coming along. This is not just a product. Let me put that over there. This is not just a product. This is your final wake-up call. To become dangerous, to feel fucking powerful, to become disciplined, to rebuild from zero, because I've been there and I know how that feels, and I don't want you to be there any longer. This is how you stop being a boy, and this is how you start building the man. So, let me move over one, if it works. Your rebuild starts now. If you are interested in finding out more, joining the team, going in to the Built Not Born blueprint, then click the link in the description below where you'll find my WhatsApp number. Shoot me a message there. I don't sell to you. I'll just make sure that this is the right fit for you. We want to make sure that you are ready to become the person that you are meant to be. If you aren't ready, that's totally fine. But let's chat, let's find out if you are ready to push for your future. Click the link down below, find out more, and if you have any questions, feel free to just message me on WhatsApp too. Right? Peace. Can't wait to see you inside. Let's get to work.